Today we're going spearfishing down the islands, aka DDI. DDI is where I grew up spearfishing. It's where my father taught me how to spearfish. We're gonna be looking for stuff to fill the plate, stuff like mutton snappers, groupers, cuberas, just any kind of grouper, any kind of snapper is kind of like what we're looking at. It's Reese, myself, and Reese brought his supervisor from Rick's, Brian. So he's gonna be with us for the day, and we're just all gonna take turns doing different drops and looking for food. Let's go. It wasn't too successful. We didn't see much. The water was clean, but didn't have any snappers. So we quickly came out of the water, jumped in the boat, and headed to one of my favorite mutton snapper spots. And sure enough, we found one. At least we get one fish. That's well Mutton. After we got that fish in the boat, the water got a little bit cloudy in that area. So we left the area and headed across to a spot where it typically has cuberas. When I got in the water clarity was pretty good. Did a couple drops, didn't end up seeing anything, but on this drop I saw one shark. You could see way off in the distance, and that was pretty much the only thing I saw. So we came out of the water, jumped in the boat, and headed to another spot. Now this spot, my father had advised me the day before that he had seen some nice mutton snappers on this reef, and he told me to go and check it out. So we reached the reef, jumped in the water, and sure enough, there was a couple mutton snappers.
Reese. They catch up now. See you next to the cooler there? Start to load with the buttons.
I realize as I take a head start.
After I dropped that fish in the boat, Reese suited up and he came in with me. Did a couple other drops. Didn't find any fish, but we did find a lobster. A nice big one too. Now this lobster was tucked into a hole pretty tight. And typically speaking, normally I try to see if the lobster has eggs or not. So I kind of stuck my head in there. Couldn't see any eggs. I could see it was a female lobster, but I couldn't see any eggs.
Huh? Can't tell if it has eggs or not. Nice size one though. I see that. Come on, good. I'll take it out so we can film it.
So I dove down, got my hand behind it, used my gun to help me grab onto it. Grabbed onto it, pulled it out of the hole, and as I took it out of the hole, I realized she was full of eggs, so let her go and right back in the hole she went. After that lobster, we didn't see much again, so we jumped in the boat, heading off to a new spot. The water clarity was pretty good in this spot, and we did a little bit of scouting, looking around. I followed Reese down to the bottom, and he saw what I would consider to be a nice hogfish, but apparently he didn't think it was big enough, so he chose not to shoot it. After a couple more dives, we didn't really see much again, and the battery on my GoPro got drained. And of course, laziness comes to play, and I didn't replace the batteries. Ended up going to a new spot and saw a nice black grouper which I got to shoot.
Like a Cubera. Oh, the black grouper.
Whoa! That was up on Sas bringing Reese.
The all blacks.
All of that.
Nice fish. Push them forward so you make it look a little bigger.
Too big to lift up.
Make them look a little bigger. They can small right now. Push them a little more.
You get bigger now?
Yeah, that looking. Yeah, that looking better.
Yeah, hold on now.
I mean, the rest of them now.
Yeah, how that tip looking?
Nice. That's a good tip.
Looking like it's not
Good
new
tip to
anymore.
knock them out.
Oh yes,
All the tip.
blacks. Yeah. Yeah, there. Yeah, the old blackaroni. The old blacks. yesterday I almost didn't shoot it because I didn't think it was big enough to shoot.
Well,
It was alright size one though.
maybe you should have went with your gut feeling.
Huh?
Maybe you should have went with your feeling.
I don't mind. Is that a good size?
That's good size though.
Huh?
That's good size.
Yeah.
Let me cool there one time, Betsky.
Nice. On film? Performance. All we need is a Cubera to top it off now.
Yeah.
Put a nice black grouper in your boat. Cooler's looking pretty good at this point in time. We all have something to eat. Jumped in the water, not too far, in a spot not too far away from where I got the black grouper. Didn't put the camera on again, and ended up shooting a Cubera snapper.
The old belly shot I give him.
Nice. That's what I like. Right. There, drop. Cubera. Cuba. Cuba. Cubera's in the boat there, Betsky.
The old belly shot reads. Heard that belly shot. I see what was on the song though.
There's the cubes. There's the cubes down there.
There's the cubes down there.
See a school?
Huh?
School?
What?
A school of them?
Nah, it was just one bar. So I went to the Smoker Valley.
Oh.
As you see it. Cooler filling up quick, grease. The cooler filling up quick. No mind it took all this stuff there. Bunches!
Black, you got it in white fast, bro.
Spinal part that I've been white out, not the water. Yes, Reese! We looking good today. For dinner dive. Hey! Cooler, have some fish in it. But just right. Well, I'm gonna let shot and kill the next one there. One time!
At this point, the cooler looks pretty healthy. We all have food to go on with. Everybody in the boat is happy with what we caught. So we still had the guns in case we saw something we really wanted, but at this stage we were just jumping in the water and doing sightseeing on a wreck that we were familiar with.
End of our day of diving. The water was pretty good, pretty clean. We did not find a lot of fish, unfortunately, but we found enough that we were happy. 2 mutton snappers, 1 Cubera snapper, 1 black grouper. Good fish to eat, all very good eating fish. I got 1 black margate at the end of the day too. So yeah, everybody got a meal to eat and it turned out alright, so we're pretty happy. You could probably hit Reese a message if you have him on Instagram and ask him why he shot no fish. I don't know why. He's gonna leave that right there. So so yeah, that completes our day and we're pretty happy. So see you guys in the next one. Hopefully Reese could shoot one on the next one.